dearest and longest friends. We met as many young A&Bs meet in the YPD. He was from the Palmetto Conference, and I was from the Central Conference. And he's a few years younger than me, but you could not tell it. At a very early age, our preacher for this evening exhibited a great maturity, a serious walk with the Lord. And so I was so excited to hear that my young brother was going to be joining me in Orangeburg as he matriculated at South Carolina State University. And he loved South Carolina State so much that after he finished with a degree in history, that he went right back and finished with a master's degree in counselor education. And so after that, he is just a year away from his master's degree, his second master's degree, which will be in divinity, and he will finish up at the Columbia International University Seminary in Columbia, South Carolina. But let me tell you the truth, so what? I've known great folk who did not have a degree at all. I've known folks with 3-4 degrees that did not have the sense to come out the rain. But our preacher this evening has a heart of gold. Our preacher this evening has a strong prayer life. Our preacher this evening had the good sense to marry a good woman. And his wife is here with us tonight, the former Tanessa Bell, now Tanessa Bell Wilson. Our preacher this evening has given me probably as much good advice as I've given him. He has walked beside me, he has walked with me, he has prayed for me, he has been a good friend to me. And what separates him from anyone else is his consecration. That he takes the time, no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing, truthfully, no matter what the A&B Church has already told us is more important, he takes the time to pray. He takes the time to talk to the Lord. He takes the time to tell me when I'm wrong. All of us need a friend to tell us when we are wrong. And so our preacher this evening has been touched and anointed by God to deliver the message, to proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ. And I proclaim this evening that he really is the best preacher in South Carolina under the age of 30. He faced a huge challenge not long ago in his ministry. And he overcame it with Christian dignity, and he overcame it teaching me a lesson. And so for the last 5 weeks, he is the proud pastor of the St. Luke African Methodist Episcopal Church of metropolitan Eastover, South Carolina. And he can preach. He is the son of the parsonage, as I mentioned earlier. His father, the Reverend Moses Wilson, A&E pastor, retired. The Reverend Frederick Allen Wilson, my dear friend, my good brother, is our preacher this evening. And following one more selection from this wonderfully anointed choir, the next voice that we will hear will be that of our preacher. Pray for him, that the true preacher, the Holy Ghost, will come and enter our prayer.